Live here on YouTube. Welcome. I don't know where my wand is. Oh, here it is. Abracadabra. Bink. All right, I want to have a really good day. Yesterday was I had a sort of rough day for half the day yesterday, and I got some loving advice from some of my friends that I visit on live on a different social media platform that I'm afraid to say because that platform always restricts me from mentioning YT. I slept great. I got new pillows, the My Pillows by Mike Lindell. I figured I need better pillows. And you know what, guys? Those pillows helped. I slept great. I slept 6 hours. I woke up feeling refreshed. The neck pain is pretty much gone that I've been dealing with for a couple of months. And I feel refreshed, revived, and renewed. And I've been working on my t-shirts all day, Flex and Retro. My t-shirt. I got my stickers today, guys. I got my stickers today, my logo stickers. These are actually the defective ones. The company sent me a few extras that were defective. But anyway, I got 100 of these stickers ready to go. I'm working on my t-shirts. Some t-shirts are actually right here. I'll just show you guys one here. Why not? Here's a t-shirt. I'm going to be posting a video about it. I'm just going to mention this because I'm on here. Why not? So, yeah, I'm taking my own advice. I'm going for it. I had this wacky idea to take old used shirts, turn them into crop tops and muscle shirts. You know, very sex positive brand. It's called Flex and Retro. Every order comes with a Naughty Nummies pack that's got a few little naughty items in there. All good, cheeky fun. Nothing raunchy. Nothing raunchy. Let's just put it that way. It's cheeky and it's a little risque, a little naughty, but nothing dirty and vulgar is what I mean. Nothing vulgar. So yeah, Flex and Retro launches this Friday on TikTok at 9 p.m. Central, where I will be having a party with everybody and hoping a bunch of muscle jocks and gay dudes show up because that's the target audience. Gym rats, gay dudes, beefy bears, all the above. Flex and Retro is a sex positive brand where, like I said, I take old t-shirts and I kind of sleeve them up is the gimmick. But anyway, so that's what I'm working on today. I feel really good. This water is making me sick for some reason. I feel really good today. It's been a great day. Life is good. You know, sometimes you have a bad day, you got to work through it. But I wanted to continue my topic of affirmations. I'm going to talk about affirmations all week. And today I want to actually talk about my 5 rules, or I said rules, but, you know, 5 suggestions or tips, tricks, rules, you can call it. Hey there, Philippe. Hi there, Taiwo. So I just printed up a couple of bullet points, some things that have helped me, and I figured that we could talk about that today on this live. And then, or I can, if anybody would like a reading, I'm trying to give back to people. If anybody on here, you don't have to do anything. Maybe you could subscribe, share the live, give my live a bunch of likes, and that would be an even exchange. If anyone would like an actual reading, 2 or 3 card reading. What's up, crazy dude? I just asked for an even exchange, you know, energetic exchange, you know, like the live, share the live, like and follow my YouTube page or subscribe to my YouTube page. And if anybody has any questions, career, love, finances, all that stuff, let me pull some cards for you today as a way to give back. And again, I'm not charging for it. Oh, thank you. Do you have a question? Would you like me to pull some cards for you? And what's your first name? Where are you from? I'm pretty good, guys. I'm pretty intuitive with the tarot. Who's ready for Halloween, by the way? This is like a coffee talk and hangout time. Anybody has any questions for me? Can you hear that background music? I can't hear shit. Let me find a new playlist. This one's stupid. So there's a few of you that are on here with me. I know I'm new to YouTube Live, but if anybody has any questions and would like a short reading, I call it a micro read, three cards I'll pull. Or, you know, I could pull an affirmation card, an oracle card, something like that. It doesn't have to be tarot cards. I have a bunch of cards that I use. And if nobody has a reading, I'll just jump in and just start talking about the topic I want to talk about, the 5 rules for affirmations that actually work. So just, you know, anybody that's here with me that's listening to my voice, welcome. Again, my first name is Joey of Joey's Magic Tarot. Hey there, thank you, Simona. Would you like a reading? I was going to talk about a little lesson about affirmations, but if anybody wants a reading first, I can talk about the affirmations later. Thank you for the subscribes, guys. Sorry about that. Can't talk today. If anyone would like a reading, just let me know what your question is. And what helps me connect is if you tell me, of course, your name, your age, and your zodiac sign. That will help me connect when I do the reading. When I'm on other places going live, most of the questions I get are about relationships. Hey, so it looks like there's might be 12 of you that are either watching or have scrolled through my live. If any of the 11 of you have any questions or would like me to do a micro reading, just subscribe to my YouTube. Maybe give you give the live some likes. And then if anyone would like a reading, just let me know. You can also find me on TikTok and Instagram under the same name, Joey's Magic Tarot. I'm 45, having a spiritual awakening the past 4 or 5 years, and that has somehow led me to put myself on social media, starting a t-shirt business. I'm calling it Flex and Retro, doing tarot. Just all the stuff I'm doing here on social media is not anything I really thought I would ever do. I didn't really want to do it, but yeah, I'm having fun, of course, now that I surrendered to this, this calling, to put myself out there. I don't know, I have a lot to say. Maybe that's why I got a big mouth, and I have a lot to share. So I'm going to talk about the affirmations, and again, if anybody wants a reading, just put that information in there so I can connect. You don't have to put your date of birth, just your age, your first name, and your zodiac sign. I don't need any personal information. I don't need anything like that. Just very generic. My first name's Joey, my zodiac sign is a Scorpio, and I'm 45 years old. That's all I need to know. All right, so today's affirmation, again, my 5 rules or 5 suggestions, tips, tricks, whatever you want to call it, whatever's easier on your psyche. Rules for affirmations that actually work. So you want to start with the right mindset. You know, affirmations, they have to come from a place of positivity and openness. You have to know that, okay, if you're saying an affirmation that you're successful at something. What's up, Evan? Rob, is that Rob Cosmic Journey? It's not the Rob I used to talk to that was in Tennessee, right? What's up, Rob? So again, affirmations, they have to come from a place of positivity and openness. If you're saying them just to check a box, they're not going to do anything. There's no magic in that, because what you're saying to God, to the universe, what you're saying is, I don't believe that this thing is actually coming or I deserve it. So let me earn it by showing you my dedication, by sitting here repeating these affirmations 100 times in a row. When it's done in duty and an obligation, there's no magic to it. There's no life. There's no spark. It's just, I don't know. Like it's a drudgery. There's nothing to it. It's just a void and empty energy that goes nowhere, like a stagnant energy. It's like standing in a closet, a soundproof closet, and just speaking over and over again. Those vibrations are going nowhere, really. They're not doing anything for you. So you got to be in the right mindset. And what I mean by that, and I'm going to talk about this in a minute, but what I mean by that is if you get to a point where your daily affirmations become a chore and you're not enjoying it, and you're kind of rushing through it, looking at the clock on your phone or whatever, your fictitious watch that we don't wear anymore, and you're doing it with that mindset, you're doing nothing. You're actually doing something that's counterproductive. But anyway, start with the right mindset and be open to these things. Say, okay, I know right now, like for me, right now, yes. Right now, I don't look the way I would hope to look, Let me do something different. I'm sick of talking about my weight in my body. What's a different topic I could use as an example? Okay, so let's say I'm trying to manifest a vehicle. You can have your specifics you want, manifest a used vehicle, brand new, whatever. Whatever your lack of faith is to manifest the vehicle, you have to be open to the fact that the words you're saying can even be true at all, and that they can be true to you And be open to the fact that, sitting in your bedroom by yourself while listening to frequency music. I'm a medium, Evan. If you want to try to connect to your dad, he might have brought you to my life for that reason. That happens a lot to me. What was your dad's name? How old was he when he passed? So again, yeah, start with the right mindset, just to go through these bullet points. Start with the right mindset, and that's really just a willingness to do the work. You have to do a little bit of work. He was only 35 when he passed. How old are you? I'm glad you found my life. You're the second person that found my life. You're 30 and your dad passed, but he was 35. How old were you when your dad passed? Oh, wow. So young. And how long ago did he pass? Oh, so you're 30 now, so he passed away 15 years ago? That's tough, Evan. That's a tough thing to deal with. Do you try talking to him, communicating with him? Sometimes people come to my lives and I think their loved one wants to get a message to them. That's how they find me. So I'll put the affirmations on hold for a minute. All right, take care, Evan. It was nice chatting with you for a minute. If you ever want to try to connect to your dad, of course, just talk to him. But if you want to connect to him through someone like me, I'm here every day. And then the second part of, how I approach manifesting and affirmations, things like that, is to make them believable. You can start up by saying, I'm a happy billionaire. I'm a happy billionaire. I'm a happy whatever billionaire. I'm surrounded by billions. But is that believable for you? If your bank account is negative 30 cents, or if the most you've ever earned in a year is 50,000, is it believable that one day you're going to wake up a billionaire? How often on this planet do we see people get really large sums of money all at one time that comes in like a flood? A lot of times when it comes to like a flood like that, it causes more damage to the person than good. And they end up, giving it all away, losing it. And they're back where they started not so long after. So make them believable, but stretch yourself. Avoid affirmations that are too unrealistic that your brain rejects them. But, start with statements that you can lean into emotionally. How about a statement, let's see, what's a good statement I could make? You want to break it down believable. If it's like money you're trying to manifest or bring into your life, you don't want to try to ask for the money that makes you feel awkward and weird. You want to say things, break it down on a smaller level. I'm so happy and grateful that all my bills are paid on time and in full. That's a very easy, that might not be easy, but that's an easier way to say it. I'm so happy and grateful that my, break it down even small, I'm so happy and grateful that my electric bill is paid on time and in full every month. Sometimes you have to really break it down. If you come from a very dense, heavy mindset, meaning the family you come from was very dense and heavy, with how they approached money, mindset, things like that, then you have to imagine if, let's say you discover this at 40, like I did, this whole mindset affirmation thing, you only learn this at 40 where it starts making some sense to you. Well, I had 40 years of nothing but negativity in my mind. 24/7, like a record player, the negative thoughts over and over and over again. That takes time to clean all that out. Imagine you're filtering really dirty water. It takes a lot to filter it so it's crystal clear and safe to drink. Just like our bodies and the energy around our bodies, our soul, it can pick up all these negative energies. It can hold on to these negative things. And so it takes time to clear it out. And you have to, you clear it out. Excuse me. with these affirmations is how you clear it out, because you're saying them over and over again, and it's like you're washing your energy, you're cleaning your energetic field, you're reminding yourself of these things. But again, you got to make it believable. You don't want to start out with something that's so outrageous that you don't believe it at all. Start with something smaller, like let's say, I'm a successful online tarot reader with so many clients. I'm earning exactly what I need to pay all my bills every month. That's a smaller affirmation. Instead of saying, I'm a successful online tarot reader with millions of followers, which is doable. I believe, it's doable for me too. I think I have a good personality for this stuff. I don't know, just a little bit of humble brag. But, what I'm saying is you got to start at a place that's believable. So again, right mindset, start with positivity and openness, saying, I'm not used to affirmations. Hi there, Galactics. I'm not used to affirmations, but I'm open to the possibility of them working. Then create affirmations for yourself that are believable to you. Not like the ones that if you hear, oh yeah, you know what, that makes sense. I'm so happy and grateful. I got a free coffee today at my favorite coffee shop. Little things like that, if they seem believable to you, they'll build your confidence up. The more that these little manifestations come true, the more these little manifestations come true, the more your mindset grows, the more your power grows, the more the magic in you grows, that you can believe these things, because you're like, wait a second, I manifested that. Like the 2 cats that came into my life. I'll tell you a little story here. This is a little story. It's not even about manifesting or affirmations, but it's a story about manifesting in a way. When I wasn't feeling good yesterday, I was having a pretty rough afternoon. I was a little emotional about it, because I'm a Scorpio. We could be emotional, and that's okay. That's just why I'm on earth, is to be emotional. I'm a Scorpio. I was overwhelmed, but I was praying and talking to God, and I asked my personal spiritual guide, who told me to call him Mark, can you bring the cats to me? My cats, Teddy and Stormy. I needed comfort. I'm alone. I'm single and I'm alone. I was a little bit scared yesterday about whatever was going on. I was a little worried about something. And I just wanted the cats to be near me, just to feel the energy of them around me, because, my older cat is my sidekick. He adores me. And my little cat is just as cute, but she's a little more standoffish than Teddy. Their names are Teddy and Stormy. So I dozed off saying affirmations, actually, trying to get myself work through what I was feeling, to not let the negativity take a hold of me. I wanted to deal with what I was feeling and move on from it. And then I dozed off. I woke up from a nap just a few minutes later, maybe 5-10 minutes later. The second I woke up, it was the craziest thing. I cried this morning thinking about it. The second I woke up, I looked, just looked straight ahead, and Teddy was coming toward me. And then he jumped on the bed, and he went to his favorite spot where he always slept, except he hasn't been sleeping down in a couple of months. He likes to sleep between my legs while I'm laying down. And then within a second, Stormy, my little cat, popped up as she jumped up in the cat tree that's right next to my bed. It's close enough that I can reach up and pet her when I'm laying down. And I just thought, holy shit, I was really having a hard time, and I was really overwhelmed in the moment. And I asked for something simple. I didn't demand it. I just asked for it, and I just dozed off. I just needed the cats to be with me for a while, and they were. They were with me for a while. I took a nice hour-long nap, and I woke up feeling so much better. But that's an example of just how easy it is that we can manifest things. And what I'm saying is that's something that's believable. You know what I mean? Wasn't manifesting that the man in my dreams was going to knock on my door and rescue me yesterday. That's not believable. What's believable is that the cats were there, and they could offer the comfort I needed in the moment to help me get through that hard time. I don't know why that story came up, but that really did happen yesterday. And then number 3 is keep them present and personal. You want to phrase your affirmations in the present tense, and you want to make them about you. Example, I am worthy of love and success. Like when I was talking, and I was thinking, that really good-looking neighbor over there to the left of me. We don't talk. I think I said hi to him one time. He walked right by me. He may not have heard me. But, I want to branch out and get to know people around me. And I want to be friendly, and I want friendly neighbors. So I was taking a walk one day around my apartment complex, and I was saying, all of my neighbors are so friendly and kind. All of my neighbors are friendly and kind. All of my neighbors are friendly and kind. And then my guide hit me with, why don't you change that affirmation to, I am friendly and kind to all my neighbors. I am friendly and kind to all my neighbors. I am friendly and kind to all of my neighbors. Hang on, what is that? I changed it, reversed it, flipped it around, and I was like, oh, okay. So if I want my neighbors to be friendly and kind to me, I need to be friendly and kind to my neighbors. So that's number 3. You want to keep them present and personal. So I am friendly and kind to all of my neighbors. Not all of my neighbors are friendly and kind to me. What would be something in the future like that? I'm so crazy. I say affirmations all the time, and on the spot, I can't ever think of an example. Oh, it's like, here you go. You don't want to start your day before you wake up, which is another one of my little tips. Before you even get out of bed and you're conscious that you're awake, start with thank you, thank you, thank you, and just lay there for a minute and just feel the gratitude. Feel your, because when you're in that in between state, when you're coming out of sleep, you're probably really relaxed and you're in a good vibration because you're feeling really relaxed. You're just getting back into your body, waking up. And in that moment, say thank you, thank you, thank you. Today is a great day. Don't say today is going to be a great day, because then you're waiting for the great day that might never come. If you just start with today is a great day, today is a great day, today is a great day. And then number 4, repeat them in high energy moments. Say affirmations when your energy is high, like after a workout, during a morning routine, when you're listening to uplifting music. This is actually one of my biggest tips. I will put on affirmations myself. The channel I recommend all the time, Brian Scott's Reality Revolutions. I've listened to his affirmations probably hundreds, probably thousands of times in the past 4 years. I listened to tons and tons of his videos. He posts a video every single day. Brian is an incredible teacher. Just the sound of his voice now just calms me down instantly. I'll put on some of his affirmations. He's got a 30-minute affirmation that's got binaural, so they're coming affirmations on either side of your ear, either side of your head, each ear. I'll put that on because he's got music too, and Brian puts music to his videos. This is a tip to go to his channel just because I think his work is great. He's doing a lot for people. His music rises like a crescendo. It goes up and up and up. You can feel the tension rising and the music getting more and more exciting and exciting. And then by the time it reaches that peak, that crescendo, I'm like, holy shit, life is incredible. We're doing great. Everything is working out. God is good. The world is, oh, I love life. I'm so fucking happy. Like by the time the video is over, or by the time the video hits that crescendo, that peak in the music, your vibration is high because you're in that high energy anyway. That's something I do. But what you do, you might work out, get sweaty, your adrenaline's going, your heart's racing, and in that moment you're saying your affirmations. I'm the strongest man in the world. I'm the strongest man in the world. Whatever. I have the body of my dreams. I'm stronger than ever. I'm more powerful than ever. Things like that. When you're walking, when you're swimming, just whatever your morning routine is. In the shower, that's a great time for affirmations. Affirmations in the shower, I say affirmations starting from my hair, from the top of my head to the soles of my feet. I'm happier and healthier than I've ever been. Life is wonderful. My body is incredible and gets me where I need to go. And I love this body that I'm in. And I'm learning to love this body that I'm in. And I'm grateful for this body that I'm in. And thank you for my hair. Thank you for my skin. Every bone, ligament, joint, tendon. Thank you for this body, this vessel, this vehicle that I get to experience human life in. It's not perfect. No one is. I get that. This is how I talk to myself in the shower. This is how I say affirmations in the shower. I use my shower now as a time to connect to my higher self, to do those affirmations about my body specifically because, hello, I'm naked and I'm touching my body, and I don't necessarily, what is on my shirt that I keep saying? Is it cat hair? I don't necessarily love the body that I have right now, and I don't love how I look. I'm proud of how much weight I've lost, but I'm not really a gym rat, and I'm not really in shape, and so that's hard for me to deal with, especially since I'm going to be selling these muscle shirts and crop tops. So that's what I do for my body. For in the moment, the high energy moments. And the shower is not high energy for me, but the shower is a moment of peace and quiet. For me, the high energy moments are just when I'm listening to music and I'm working myself up. Esther Hicks has one that's like a little affirmation, 9 minutes on here, a little over 9 minutes, that's got background music, and she takes you this whole thing. Today's a good morning. It's a good morning. That's really how I start on my day. Today's a great day. I just say today's a great fucking day. The other thing is high energy. This is a tough one. Look at yourself in the mirror when you wake up. When you're in the bathroom, in the mirror. Look at yourself and look at yourself in the eyes. And do your best to look at yourself in the eyes. This is awkward and this is really fucking uncomfortable at first. Look yourself in the eyes and say to yourself out loud, Joey, I love you, I love you, I love you. Joey, I love you, I love you, I love you. And here's what I do. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I'm gorgeous and good looking. I think I'm mildly good looking, but I'm not that. I'm a best looking person, obviously, but I think I'm mildly good looking. But I look at myself, and I don't look at myself with hatred anymore, or at least I'm learning not to. I compliment myself. Joey, look at that, the mustache. You got the mustache you always wanted. You got a thick, full mustache. It fucking looks great. You get compliments on it from all these hot guys that compliment you. You're doing great. You look great for your age. Look at you. You're putting in the work. You've lost the weight. You got those crow's feet you always wanted. You get the salt and pepper hair like George Clooney from ER. Side note, ER 1994, when I was 14 years old, watching the show for the first time, kind of fell in love with the Dr. Doug Ross, George Clooney's character, and I always thought that the smile lines and the salt and pepper hair looked great. And so from the time I was 13, 14 years old, I've been manifesting the smile lines and the salt and pepper hair. I'm even manifesting a streak in the front of my hair, like Charles Shaughnessy, the actor. Remember the nanny? So yeah, I look in the mirror and I'm like, Joey, look at you. You're cute. Look at you. You're cute. You're funny. You have a great personality. Look at your hair. You love your hair. You have nice lips, nice mustache. It sounds silly and it sounds ridiculous and stupid and prideful. But if you don't think you're hot stuff, who the fuck else is gonna think you're hot stuff? You gotta think you're hot stuff to want hot stuff. Oh, that's not something on my shirt. That's something on the phone. Rob, I'm stupid. No problem, Robert. I'll talk to you later, my friend. Thanks for hanging out with me and listening to my little spiel. Rob's a good friend, guys. You got to go follow his page, whoever follows me. Eventually, you got to follow Rob. And then, Rob, the last thing is anchor them to your environment. Place affirmations where you'll see them. Your mirror, your bathroom mirror, your phone wallpaper, your desk. Make them unavoidable in your day-to-day life. What really kicked my whole awakening into high gear was actually quite a while ago, now that I think about it. I think that was actually March of 2024. I discovered Jake Ducey, I think his name is. Jake Ducey, yeah, he's a spiritual teacher, law of attraction. He studied under Bob Proctor and all that. And some of his affirmations, he actually has a great meditation, which maybe I should do my own meditation, put that out there. My gravelly voice, my gravelly New York voice. Anyway, Jake's got a great meditation. I would put that 13, 14-minute meditation on. He's got an MP3 download. I would put that thing on and listen to it. And I wrote down the five of his affirmations. One of them is, I'm a happy spiritual millionaire. I say millionaire because I'm trying to, I'm working on my money mindset. I don't want to be poor the rest of my life. Not that I'm poor now, but I'm saying, yeah, sure. Whether it gets in millions or not, you'll reach a place where the finances you have that are coming in will make you feel rich. And then if you feel rich, it doesn't matter what the actual number in your bank account is. As you have the health, a loving partner, healthy cats that you love, family, the abundance of the world we live in. So that's the last tip. Anchor them in your environment. Put them in places you're going to see, like with Jake Ducey's affirmations. With 5 of his affirmations from one of his particular videos, I took those 5 affirmations, wrote them on index cards, and I taped them inside one of my cabinets in the kitchen. And every time I opened that cabinet, I took a minute and said those affirmations over and over again, at least 3 times each. And guys, the more you do that, the more it breaks through the subconscious. It's like the subconscious is like, there's this veil between conscious and unconscious that it's like a membrane. You have to break through that membrane. And when you break through the membrane, then the reticular activating system in our mind will start believing those things. And that's when you break through the subconscious. That's when you break through. That's when things start really changing, because it's no longer that you think or hope or wish. It's that you know and you believe because you broke through your subconscious. And then, the thing is that affirmations, they're not just words. They're seeds that are planted in your subconscious. The more you nurture them, the stronger they grow. And we have to remember that consistency is key. And consistency is key until it becomes a drudgery and a chore. If it's a drudgery and a chore, you don't want to do it. I just noticed I'm fidgeting with these cards, and I'm sorry as I'm talking. If somebody watches this video, that might be annoying to them. That I'm always fidgeting with things. I can't help it. My mom used to get so mad at me. I would always fidget with things. So here's a question. What's one affirmation you can start saying today that excites and inspires you? If the affirmation doesn't excite you, if it doesn't make you happy or ignite something in you that gives you some kind of passion, fire, excitement, don't say it. That's what I have for the lessons today. I hope that helps. Like I say again, just take these 5 tips. These are what work for me. Very simple. Break them down. They're very simple. Start with the right mindset. Be open to the fact that affirmations can work and that you can have the things you want. Make them believable. Put them in your words, and don't ask for, to win the Powerball. $1 billion. That's not believable. Unless it's believable. If it's believable for you, do it. If it's not believable for you, start smaller. Even if it's winning the lottery. Oh wow, I'm so happy and grateful that, I won. I'm so happy and grateful I won the lottery, and I don't know, I won however many dollars you want to name, or something better. You know what I mean? You could say, I'm so happy and grateful I won $250,000 in the lottery, or something better, because then you're leaving it open to the universe. And of course, keep them present and personal. Always do your affirmations in present tense, acting as if the thing you want or the thing you're looking for, longing for, or waiting for has happened right here, right now, that it's already happened. And then, of course, repeat them in high energy moments. Repeat them with high energy. Basically, if the affirmation is not building you up like building up exciting music, like the end of a soundtrack to a movie, if you're not building to a crescendo, to a moment of total excitement, kind of like an orgasm, like an explosion, you're not gonna do anything with that, because then you're doing it in a negative vibration or low vibration. It's not gonna bring the results you want. And of course, anchor them to your environment. Print your affirmations out, write them out, print them out, tape them by your coffee pot, on your bathroom mirror, by your bedside table. And then say them when you remember them, when you think of them, when you're out about your day, going for a walk, taking care of your cat, cooking dinner, at your day job, driving to work. When they come to your mind, when they pop in your mind, affirmations, or one of your affirmations pops in your mind, take a minute and say it. You'll eventually say them so much that you have them memorized, and you just like pick them up when you need them, pull them out of your memory. But those are my tips, those are my tricks. Say them when they come to mind, and say them in a good vibration. So what's one affirmation you could start saying today that excites and inspires you? I would really love to hear from you. Any comments, likes, follows, subscribes, wonderfully appreciated. I'm here every day around 3 Central. I'm a little bit late today, but I want to try to go for the full hour. I'm not sure if I will, though. I hope that music wasn't too loud this whole freaking time I'm talking. All right, so my channel's not big enough to get a lot of people coming through here. So I don't know if I should stay on here for the other half hour, or do I just move on from here? Or do I stay on here? I don't know. Do a collective reading. Okay, let me do a collective reading. I am going to do a collective reading with the Pulp Tarot, one of my favorite decks ever, by Todd Alcott. Good old Todd Alcott. He's got a science fiction one that I won. A science fiction deck. He did the Pulp Tarot, the Horror Tarot, and he did this science fiction one that's kind of hard to find. Here's the Horror Tarot. Three little birds sat on my window, and they told me I don't need to worry. Okay, well, I'm going to do a collective reading. All right, what is this reading for, though? Who is this reading for? What is this reading? What's a good reading for the collective? Who should I read for? I don't know. There's a million Scorpio channels. Scorpios don't need another reading. Who should I read for? Read for those that are newly awakening. I don't know. Well, I don't know who this reading is for, but I want to tap into something. What do I do? What is this reading for? What is this reading for? I want to do a reading, but I'm not sure who am I thinking of, or what am I thinking of? I wish somebody was on here that they could ask for a reading. 333. Wait, 3333 on the clock just a second ago. Oh no, that wasn't. Yeah, that was. All right, so here we go. Okay, what do we need to know? Okay, let me do a collective reading for the rest of August. How about this? Collective reading for the rest of August for anyone. You know what? I don't know. I'm just going to start pulling cards and see what comes up. You know, they do readings for like different groups or categories. I'm just not sure what to do. But I want to do a reading, so Let's see what we got here. I know. Let's do a reading for America. What does America have to expect? What can America expect in this last 4.5 months of 2025? Let's go. Come on, angels and guides, give me a message. The Knight of Pentacles. This is actually my favorite card in this deck. I don't smoke, but I think it's a sexy card. I don't know. I like this card. I don't know. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, slow moving energy because his card's not moving, but he's not worried. He's taking a cigarette break. This dude, he is not worried. He's dressed to the nines. He's got the wealth coming. He's got the car. He's just taking his time to get there. Whatever it is that we're waiting on, we're at a place of waiting, but we're doing okay while we wait. The Five of Pentacles. Okay, this is actually a good card. This is about changes to our finances, but this is a card that says, okay, they're not at the 10, but you still have 5. Don't give up. This is actually a pretty positive card. Finances are changing. The fact that it's Knight of Pentacles and then the 5 of Pentacles, something is happening financially. Okay, Knight of Cups, 2 knights. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. Interesting. This Knight of Cups comes in with an emotional offer. Huh. Interesting reading. 2 knights, 2 male figures. You know what I say when I get the 2 male figures? I think of a gay relationship because I'm a gay dude. 10 of Wands. This is actually below the Knight of Pentacles. You've been doing a lot of work. And we're burdened. We're overwhelmed. The country's overwhelmed with how much work we've been doing. Page of Swords. We have new ideas coming. Interesting. This actually also swords are interesting. So news is going to be coming. That'll be the 5. News is coming about the 5 of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Well, this is incredible because if this is about the country, these last 4 months, we're coming to a 10 of Cups in this country. We're going to have a really great time. Happy life, happy family. Another page. Page of Cups. All these people. No major arcana yet. 3 of Cups. Page of Cups comes in, brings some news. And then I have 3 of Cups. Coming together with people to celebrate? Are we going to be celebrating at the end of the year? Is that what this is saying? Interesting. Page of Pentacles. This is a very weird reading. Interesting. Page of Pentacles. News about finances. So news that would speak to us emotionally. The Page of Cups, then the 3 of Cups, and then the Page of Pentacles. 2 pages. 2 knights. 2 knights, 2 pages. 1. Well, I mean, the first row has 2 knights and then 5 pentacles. This row has 2 pages and then 3 of Cups. This is a very strange reading. 2 of Pentacles. Okay, we will have to make a decision soon. We're gonna find balance. There's gonna be some balance financially. That's going to allow the country to step into the spotlight. We are the star. The star is actually if you break it down, numerology, 17th card. 1 plus 7 is 8. This is actually the card of wealth too. And pentacles, there's a lot of pentacles here. 1, 2, 3, there's 4 pentacle cards here. We know finances have been a struggle in this country for years due to inflation and whatnot. I'm not going to get political. I'm not blaming either party. I'm not talking about politics. Believe what you believe. I don't give a shit. I'll believe what I believe. You believe what you believe. We're all free to believe what we believe. Either way, I'm thinking on a higher plane now. Much higher than politics. Ace of Swords, another new... So the page brings some news. And this Ace of Swords is a creative new beginning or inspiration. Oh my God. Guys, I got to take this reading for myself, to be honest with you. Look what's below the star. You can't make this up. I've been saying for the past week. The star card is me, and then the sun is my dream partner, who I call Aaron, Aaron, Aaron. That's the name I've given this dream partner I've created in my mind to manifest him. That's wild. So the end of the year is bringing love to me, possibly, but I don't see any love cards. But I see the cards that I know are the card. Well, 2 nights that and 2 pages, 2 nights and 2 pages. That's a lot of character cards, plus the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Wands, Page of Swords, Ten of Cups. The Ten of Wands is showing how hard I've been working on my T-shirt business, Flex and Retro. Again, these are my little logo stickers, Flex and Retro, old tees, new sleeves. Basically, I take old T-shirts and make them crop tops and muscle shirts. I'm working really hard on all 3 socials, going live every day for hours, giving back a lot of readings and whatnot. So Ten of Wands, I've been overworked. Page of Swords, you're getting some news about work or some news, some creative idea that comes to mind maybe through somebody else. That's going to lead to the Ten of Cups. Now this last 4 cards, 2 of Pentacles is about balanced finances, which is great because then it's saying you've done the work, you're the star. You're going to get that wealth, and it's going to come through T-shirts, tarot, whatever. You're going to earn what you need to earn. You're going to another creative idea now. The Ace of Swords is a creative new beginning mentally, a fresh start mentally. And then look at that. Below the star card is the sun. The star is the 8th card, right? And then if you break down the numerology, 1 plus 7 is 8. And then you break down the star card, or the sun card, 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 is my number. Maybe 8 is my future partner's number. Maybe he's born in August. I don't know. Maybe I meet him in August. I don't know. This reading is really strange, though. I never tried to do a reading for the whole country, and I think, I'm not sure what I'm looking at here. I usually do that. I don't know. Let's just say it's for me, because I don't know if it's for the country. It's for me. If it's for me, I have no idea what the hell it means, though. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't come on here and claim to be like the biggest expert on tarot. I'm always learning. I'm still learning every day. But I've always said, though, I'm mature enough to know that I don't know everything. All right, what is this? Let me try a different deck. I'm trying to get a message here. What does this deck mean? Give me some clarification on, not this deck, on this spread. The hell does it mean? Let me pull 1 card for each row and get some clarification on the row itself. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, 5 Pentacles, Knight of Cups. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, I feel like I'm the Knight of Pentacles, and I'm patiently working on these business ideas, but let's say the 5 Pentacles is an energy that says, it's not happening fast enough, and I'm worried about money. But the Knight of Cups comes in. This person comes in that offers you something, possibly love, because the Knight of Cups is the knight in shining armor. And the next thing you know, now you have someone in your life that can help you with your business. You have someone there. So this whole row, this is a good thing, I see. Someone coming in. Let me see what else I got here. Okay, give me some clarifying cards for each of these rows. What do I need to know about this row? This first one, the Knight, the 5, and then the other Knight. 7 of Cups, got lots of emotions going on. That makes sense. And this Knight of Cups is going to bring in emotional fulfillment and stabilize my emotions, or help stabilize our emotions. Okay, what do I need to know about this middle row here, this 10 of Wands row? 10 of Wands, Page of Swords, 10 of Cups, surrounded by 2 10s. And 10 is my number. This whole reading has a pattern. Knight, 5, Knight, 10, Page, 10, Page, 3, Page. Huh, weird. The only major arcana are the star and the sun. Oh, is it saying that when this person comes into my life, we'll have a spotlight on this? Like people will resonate with us? Because I'm the star, he's the sun. Whoa, 10 of Wands fell. Okay, definitely overworking. So that's what I need to know about this. Okay, about this whole row here, is that I'm working a lot, but I'm getting the work done. I'm carrying the wands all by myself, but I'm getting it done. But then there's a page that's coming with a creative idea, and then it's going to lead to the 10 of Cups. Okay, what do we need to know about this last row? The 2 pages and the 3 of Cups. These possibly 2 people coming into my life that will bring some kind of emotional fulfillment or healing. What's this one that flipped around? Okay, let's see. Seven of Wands. Fighting back, taking back power. What about these last four here? Five of Swords? Does that make sense? Oh, Five of Swords would say that this little section here, these four cards, is that, yeah, there's been a change in my mindset and I've gotten away from the mental conflict. I've balanced out my finances. I have this new idea, this new beginning mentally, and I get the Star and the Sun. Yeah, the Star and the Sun. Justice is coming. That's a good card to get. Yeah, so these cards are showing that you're very emotional, but there's a night coming that's going to help with that. You're doing a lot of work, but the work's going to pay off. 10 of Cups. And then Seven of Wands, yeah, you're fighting back. You're standing up for yourself. Basically, I take this as you're standing up for yourself and holding your ground with what you want, which is going to bring a Page of Cups, which is going to bring a Three of Cups celebration, and Page of Pentacles. Again, somebody's coming with an offer for your finances. What a strange reading. It's fun to experiment, though, and try different readings and see what comes out. Every reading I do, I can apply to my own life. Isn't that weird? Every reading I do, I can apply to my own life. Even this weird one. Wow, that was strange. All right, so next time I won't try to read for the whole country. I'll just do a general reading for whoever happens to see my video. But yeah, this was strange, but really good, though. I don't see anything bad here. And you know what? When I see these two cards, guys, when I see the Star and I see the Sun, I mean, that just melts my heart because I've been saying for weeks that I'm the Star and he's the Sun. You know, we're going to be opposite. He's going to be light skin, light hair. I'm dark skin, dark hair. He's morning, I'm night. Well, that was fun. I really enjoyed that. Thank you so much for stopping in. I'm going to actually end a little bit early today because I want to take a quick nap before I go on live again with TikTok. Thank you for stopping by. I'm so glad that I even communicated and chatted with anybody on here. If anybody happens to see this and you would like my free PDF download, I hate to sound like I'm selling you something, but I created this 31-day gratitude guide. Actually, I sent one to my friend Rob, Afterglow 1776. I have this gratitude guide I want to share with people just to build a small email list, just so I have an email in case I do anything like if I launch anything. I want to just send something out to let people know what I'm doing, or if I go online to teach a class or something. So the gratitude guide, 31-day gratitude guide filled with affirmations, space to write. It's a PDF. I would love to share that with you. If you'd like that gratitude guide, just send me a message here. I don't have the automation set up on my website yet, joeysmagictarot.com. I don't have the automation set up where you just put in your email and automatically get the PDF. I don't have that set up yet. So I'm doing it like, I'm sort of like winging this whole thing I'm doing. I'm just winging it as I go along. Just take it one day at a time. But if you reach out to me, if you send me a message on here on this video, I will personally email you the gratitude guide with a little message from me. That's what I got for you guys. Take care, guys. I'll see you tomorrow at 3 again, maybe a little bit later. I'm trying to figure out the best time to come on here. And then I'm on TikTok tonight at 7, between 7 and 8 I go on. Take care. Have a nice afternoon. I appreciate you for stopping by. Oh, I have somebody new here. Are you just passing through, or would you like a reading, whoever you are that popped in here? If you'd like to subscribe, share, like the video, I'll give you a free reading, 2 or 3 cards. Oh, hey, Brianna, how are you? You came in just as I was leaving. I just did a very strange reading. Brianna, look at the stickers. They came out great. I did a video of myself today working on the shirts, cutting them up and everything. I'm going to post that in a minute on all the socials. You know, one of those sped up videos. I did a reading on here today. I talked about my 5 tips. It's 5 rules, but my 5 tips for affirmations. And also, I just offered that gratitude guide. I want to offer that tonight too on TikTok. If anybody wants that gratitude guide, I'll send it to you, and then that way I can start building an email list. In the future, I'll get to that. I wonder who knows how to do automation, who can help me with that. I want to do even exchanges. If somebody wants to do an even exchange with me, if they can help me with my website, I'll give them like a 30-minute to an hour reading once a month for 3 months if they want. Thanks for stopping by. It's been fun today. I've been doing really good today. I've been getting a lot of work done and having fun doing it. I'm probably going to take a quick nap and then come back and work on my shirts again and keep working on them because I actually have a lot of work to do with these shirts. A lot. I can't wait for you to see the video of me making the shirts. I did it from like the side. You could see my feet, which look like Fred Flintstone's feet, and you could see my arm. But I'm not embarrassed. I don't care. I took that Bucky shirt and I cut it up. I'm wearing it now under here. I took the Bucky shirt, turned it into one of my muscle shirts. Some of these actually I think the ladies would like. Some of these would definitely fit the ladies, especially Elisa. She seems like she's well, she looks like a thinner person. And I'm like, man, she could fit into anything. I'm not a thinner person. I can't fit into anything. But I'm having so much fun doing it. Thanks, Brianna. Do you have any questions? You need anything from me while you're on here? You want to do any reading or anything for you? Anything you need to know, maybe? Let's see. Is there anything Brianna needs to know about the rest of August? Maybe into September? You are being awakened to follow your intuition and follow your spiritual calling. Yeah, it popped out. It did come out. High Priestess came out for sure. Yeah, you're being called. You're being awakened. You're being called to do something. But let me, like I said, let me check my notes because because there's so many cards and there's so much to know. Lately, I've been checking my notes for each card just to see what I originally wrote down when I was learning tarot, to see if my initial thought, like my initial intuition, matches up with the meaning of the card. This is a moon card for intuition. Sacred knowledge, divine feminine. Yeah, this is actually about tapping into your intuition, trusting your intuition right now. Yeah, I always think that this is when you're being called to do something. Like I felt the intuition calling me to do tarot. What else does Brianna need to know? I think it is too. Yeah. Let's see. Oh no, that was actually the Emperor. He's the Aries energy. There's the Emperor, the Empress, and then the High Priestess. But this is the one that's like, it's I think all of us connected in some type of order in past lives. We were some type of religious order. All of us that go to my live, and this actually harkens back to that. And also, do these letters mean anything to you by chance? The B and the J, they stand for something. But don't be mad at me. I totally forgot what they stand for. But there's something different. There's a meaning to them. I just forgot. Oh, shoot. Ugh, all these cards came flying out. Oh, really? Your husband's name is Justin? Oh, that's right. Yeah, your first name is Brianna. Oh, okay. So it's a divine relationship. You're like yin and yang to each other. You're opposites possibly, but you get along. You definitely have a spiritual connection with him. And there's a moon on your feet. So this card actually is a moon card. So this is a water card, moon. And it's basically about tapping into your intuition and trusting your higher self. It's incredible. Okay, let's see. Does Brian need to know anything else? Justice. I think this might be related to that surgery you have coming up because there's a knife. This could be related to surgery, winning a legal case, things like that. Interesting. I'm going to show you something. You're going to be blown away. I can't. This is not mirrored, or it is mirrored, so I can't do it where you can see it the proper way. But this is how the cards line up. High Priestess, Justice, the Emperor. This is you and your husband. Isn't that crazy? Let me just double check Justice just to see if my initial thought makes sense. So, the Emperor is Aries energy, divine masculine. And then, Justice is actually the 11th card, which is interesting because there's actually an 11 on here as well, the two twos. The 1 and 1 next to each other, the two pillars. the two pillars of justice here. The justice card is actually about you getting justice. This is about things being fair, balanced, clarity, cause and effect, like getting what's rightfully yours and that things are working out in your favor, possibly an inheritance. This comes up in Scorpios all the time. I think, yeah, my parents are long gone. I'm not getting an inheritance. I don't know how or where, but no, it's not coming. They say justice card can indicate winning the lottery, like sudden money coming. You do, yeah, 1111 is your number. And then the high priest, sorry, not high priest, the emperor, this is the fire energy, Aries, headstrong. This is a leader. Interesting. So you and your husband are being called to be an emperor and a high priestess. And you saw me shuffle a lot. So, and that also, the justice card could also indicate the surgery because it's holding a sword. So it can indicate like getting a type of surgery or something and then it working out in your favor. Interesting. Those are really interesting cards. Very powerful cards. Those, you realize that those are all three major arcana? And like a spur of the moment reading, 3 major arcana. That's a lot of spiritual, what's the word I'm looking for? Energy. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that incredible? All right, let me just skip around to one more card. Life flow. I surrender to the natural rhythm of the universe, gracefully flowing toward the realization of my success. With unwavering trust, I embrace the unfolding of my journey, knowing that every twist and turn is purposeful and leads me closer to my desired destination. Life flow. That's your affirmation today. And you're in the flow. You're in the high priestess energy. You're flowing. You're welcome, my friend. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here and I might take my earphones with me and do a meditation nap, listen to frequencies, things like that. The Schumann resonance. You ever listen to those frequencies that just like tapping like that? They really get into your brain. Crazy. I wake up. There's one. I'll have to find the video and then tell you about it tonight. Actually, I can't do that because I'll get in trouble on TikTok. Let me just see let me just go here and see if I can find it. Not liked videos. There's a video that's like, oh, what the hell's it called? Oh my God. What is it called? The Silva Method. Have you heard of the Silva Method? It's the, what is that thing I listed? They're just like frequencies, they're just hertz. They just sound like vibration. Is it this one I listen to? Listen to this one. No, not that one. This one. Nope, not that one. Where the hell's the one I'm looking for? I can't find it. Anyway, there's one I listened to that is from, what's his name? They call it the Silva Method. It was one that sounds like, and you'll know when I play it, it sounds like, let's see. What the hell? Where's the one I'm thinking about? Oh, yeah, okay, I think I know what it is. It is in the watch later, I think. Where's my watch later list? Oh, here it is. Nope. Jose Silva. It's Jose Silva, that's who it is.
In this one night, you are about to experience
What is going on here? My computer is just not cooperating with me. Where is this fucking video? I just listened to this thing like last fucking week. Where is this damn video? Holy shit. Oh, they're called theta sounds. Theta. Theta sounds. Oh, did I finally find it? Please, God. I listened to this video a lot. Where the hell is it? The theta sounds, it almost just feels like your head, like when I listen to that, when I take a nap and I fall asleep and I wake up and it's been playing in my ears for like an hour, I wake up and my whole body's vibrating from that frequency, from that sound. Wait, it's not the theta sound. This is really wild. This is really crazy. I've watched that video numerous times. I just watched it last week and I cannot find it. Huh. That's strange. Because it just sounds like pulses. It's just like pulses like that. But where the hell is it?
Profound transformation.
No, it's not this. Jose Silva theta sound.
You know that success is inevitable because you are committed to your vision.
I'm telling you, I have that video somewhere and I just could not find it. Isn't that crazy?
Welcome to this meditation session.
This is what I mean. Can you hear that? It's just like tapping. If I put my earpods in and listen to that, it takes my consciousness somewhere else. I just scared Teddy. Sorry, Ted. Anyway, all that to show you, to point out one video. But when I get stuck on something, I gotta get to it, or it drives me crazy. I'll find the one I listen to that's more of like just, I can't describe it, just like more of just like a vibration, like a tone. I'll find it when I take my nap and I'll tell you about it tonight. But I'll see you later. I'm gonna go and do a couple of things and then I'll be back on TikTok later on. I'll see you later, my friend.